Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie and today I am here to do a logbook flip through with you. In this logbook, I have captured about 4 years of diamond painting where each diamond painting has its own page where you'll see pictures of my kits and the stats, and I'll talk about some of the things I loved about the kit or things that were special about it, at the time, what I was going through in life. And I just checked, I think it's going to be 163 diamond paintings that I have completed that are tracked in this particular logbook, which is really exciting, but also means that we may be here for a little bit. So feel free to grab a cup of coffee and settle in. My thought is that I'm going to be pretty brief as I'm flipping through these pages, but I'm hoping that I'm zoomed in far enough that you can pause and read if there's anything specific that you're wanting to see about a kit. And of course, I'm happy to answer any questions you have in the comment section below. Please check out the description box of this video to see links to some other helpful videos, including if there are any kits that you would really like to see a bit more than, 30 seconds of discussion on or less. I do have some year in review videos, some month in review videos, and a whole host of individual post-review videos where hopefully I can do just that for you. So that being said, let's go ahead and we'll start taking a look here. So this is the logbook that I started with when I started my diamond painting journey on April 1st, 2020. Not a joke, not April Fools, but yes, right in the middle of some pretty big events going on in the world, and that was when I discovered this craft. A really quick disclaimer that particularly at the very beginning of this logbook, you're going to see some artwork that I worked on that was unlicensed. That means that there wasn't, the artist permission that was given for the use of this artwork. I didn't learn about licensing with regards to artwork and diamond paintings until a little bit later on, and so while you are going to see those images today, this is not at all an endorsement for me or a suggestion to go purchase this artwork if you could even find it, because I don't even know that you could. I am absolutely an advocate for getting licensed artwork from shops and supporting shops that are doing that. So I did want to offer that disclaimer up front though, just because if you've been on my channel for a little bit, you will know that that's something that is very important to me, and I didn't want you to be surprised when you saw that. So so I just picked this logbook up at Joann's a few months after I'd started diamond painting and thought, I'm seeing other people do this thing called a logbook. Let me go ahead and go pick one up so that I can track, my diamond paintings in case there's things that I might want to be able to look back on. It happens to come with this set of stickers that I didn't do anything with. But this is my very first time in painting, and like I said, unlicensed. I admit it. When I started, I hopped on Amazon, searched for diamond paintings. Most stuff wasn't even available to ship with prime shipping at this point in the world with everything that was going on. And so I just searched, grabbed one. And as soon as I started working on this kit, I knew immediately that this craft was something that I really wanted to continue doing. So this is my first diamond painting. My second diamond painting, you might obviously notice a theme. I got this one because it was very much my kids are very much into this movie, still are, even from this at this point. I didn't write down a start and finish date, but didn't love unlicensed. The rendering was pretty terrible. It was small. It was 30 by 40 centimeters. The drills were good, but still unlicensed. So I did time lapse a lot of this on my social media at the time, and yeah, I noted I discovered that I was hooked. This was my first licensed piece, and I went from these 30 by 40 kits to this. This is just kind of a small picture of it. This is one of the princess panels that has been long discontinued from Diamond Art Club. This one's called Worth Melting For. It's by Mandy Manzano. It was my first Diamond Art Club kit, and it was 42 by 125 centimeters, so it was huge. It took me about a month to complete. I remember I finished it on my oldest kiddo's birthday, and I single placed the entire thing. I had not yet discovered multi-placing. It is actually, it's a crop on the original artwork that Mandy Manzano did. But yeah, I really, really did love working on this kit so much. I remembered filming little bits of mini unboxings for my Instagram when I was unboxing that one. This was when I still was just posting on my personal Instagram and hadn't started a diamond painting Instagram yet. Project number 4, this is Corgi Night. This is from Dreamer Designs. I didn't write down the artist. I'm blanking on the name. of this artist. I'm so sorry. It was 50 by 40 centimeters and was my first square drill kit. I was trying out squares for the first time. This was also ridiculously, it was very, very confetti heavy, and I had written, even back then, symbols were so saturated, I was trying to use a light pad, and I remember having to use really strong overhead lighting too. The rendering style I wasn't really in love with either, but it was really fun to kind of continue branching out and trying new things, and this was kind of the first sort of Starry Night variation that I did. This next one, number 5, this was Beauty and the Beast by Mandy Manzano. I believe this is discontinued. It's 42 by 59 centimeters, 38 colors round. Still single placing on this one. Looks like it took me 10 days to complete though with single placing. I love the colors, and really was getting used to like all the outlining style that Mandy Manzano does. And I wrote that I wish this had been even bigger. So yeah, loved working on this one. Next up, this I feel like was kind of a game changer kit for me. This is Piano Dream by CYC at Diamond Art Club. 51 by 71 centimeters, 29 colors, square drills. This one took me a little longer to complete. It was a little bit on the bigger side. There was a lot of confetti. This color palette is very, very, very much my style. Pinks and purples. Also, I play piano. So this art was everything to me. I loved it so, 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 so much. I thought the rendering was incredible. I want to do this kit again. It's amazing. This is the first kit that I worked on my diamond painting Instagram. It's when I started my diamond painting Instagram, and that was kind of the vibe and the color palette I was going with. And I wrote this kit is just very quintessentially me. More Mandy Manzano. This is Wonderland, 42 by 59 centimeters, round drills, 45 colors, and I wrote that the size was too small for many of the details, but I remember really liking this one a lot and still trying to pick out the little details in it. But yeah, I wrote it felt like it went fast, and it felt like I was getting a sense for Diamond Art Club quality. So, next up, this is, I know you can't really see it here. Let me bring it up closer to you. This is called The Message. This is by Gretel Lusky and is from Distracted by Diamonds, 52 by 73 centimeters, 40 colors, squares. I love the rendering on this one. This is the first kit I did from the shop, and I was a new to me artist, and I found that I was very quickly obsessed with her artwork and her style. There was a lot of confetti. It felt like this kit took me a really long time to do. It did take me, 3 weeks maybe. I thought the colors were really vibrant and pretty. It says it was the first early Distracted by Diamonds run. It was the first kit that I multi-placed on. Okay, so it was the first kit I really was like, I need to do some multi-placing and start being able to move along a little faster. More Mandy Manzano, these little cute ones. I still have some of these, the ones that I haven't done, in my stash. But this is The Princess and the Frog, 42 by 59 centimeters, again, 30 colors, round drills. This was a quick kit, August 6th to August 14th. I think I was probably multi-placing in this one. It's funny, I wrote so many greens, love, when now, currently, like present day Katie, 4 years later, is like, greens, no. If it has a lot of greens, I don't want it. So that's really funny. Apparently got burned out on the black outlining though. Okay. Next up, okay, so this is, when we get into special drill kits, I feel like it gets weird when it comes to licensing. So gonna totally acknowledge that this didn't have even like an official name. I got it, looks like, from Amazon. This was designed originally to be part of a light thing. Like these holes here are for lights to go through, and then it would light up. I worked on it for an event called Smash in the Specials. I think that event still goes on to this day. And so I didn't know the date that I started, but I finished on August 10th. It was my first time working with special shape drills. There's like a lot of different like bubble drills and stuff going on in there. And I wrote unlicensed ? I mean, yeah, probably was. But it was my first event. My first diamond painting event was Smash in the Specials, actually. And then this was from Fan Cells. I'm sure this is not licensed. It has special drills in it. It was little, 30 by 40 centimeters, all special drills. Sometime in August 2020 for Smash in the Specials. I love dragons. You guys, I have some of my favorite things, companions, keeping us company here. I've got my dragon, my fox, my Loki. Yeah, all things dragons. And so I think this was one of the first dragon kits that I worked on. And I also wrote those smaller than the listed size. So anyway, this one was a unicorn special shape drill kit, another Amazon one. I think I just went on kind of like an Amazon shopping spree. This is again for Smash in the Specials, 12 by 12 inches. I know it's not the whole picture that's there, but you can see some of the star shaped drills that were in there. It's some kind of like teardrops and stuff. This was just like a 2-day project. I love the star drills. It's really inexpensive, but again, I think unlicensed. It's a little small. And I wrote here, I'm definitely getting an appreciation for these little special shaped drill kits. I guess even then I was starting to enjoy some of these snack size kits. I think this might be the last in my run of like little, yeah, it is. My little unlicensed kits I did in August. This is called Cartoon Cats. It was from Fan Cells. Again, basically everything on there is unlicensed. Some of it might be public domain, but I tend to err on the side of caution. 30 by 30 centimeters, round drills. I just remember seeing a lot of people doing these kind of like variations on rainbow animals. I thought it was cute. Lots of color blocking and a little bit outside of my usual kind of style-wise and color scheme-wise, but I had fun with that. Better quality than I expected from Fan Cells and part of my first order from them. Okay, this is finish number 13 of my career, by the way. This, oh my gosh, to this day, this is still one of my very favorite kits, you guys. This is Dawn by Geneva Bowers and Distracted by Diamonds. I don't see this at Distracted by Diamonds anymore. I don't know if I think Geneva Bowers stopped licensing her artwork for diamond paintings, ironically, because it was being stolen from what she has apparently said. And so that just really kind of discouraged her. It's a huge bummer. I still, even 4 years later to this day, this kit is everything. And I'm so sad that it's just not available as diamond painting anymore. 52 by 74 centimeters, 37 colors round. This was, yeah, everything. This kit was a dream. Everything about it. I've got nothing. I'm so sold. It's over. And I wasn't, and I'm not still affiliated with Distracted by Diamonds. I especially then really loved everything about what they were doing. Next up, this is Space for Reflection, my first foray into landscapes. This is by Chuck Pinson, Diamond Art Club, 74 by 55 centimeters. And I worked on this kit for, it was my first Drills and Chills 2020 kit. Drills and Chills 2020, I was not involved in hosting that year. I joined along with hosting with one of the original event creators the next year. So this upcoming Drills and Chills is going to be my 4th year hosting. Yeah. So anyway, the Chuck Along event in Drills and Chills 2020 and round drills. I thought it looked amazing finished and the rendering was really pretty, but I found it to be really tedious with all the grays. I even wrote that, not sure landscapes are my thing, lots of confetti. And I wrote, this is the first time working on 2 kits at once. So the second kit that I was working on at this time was this kit, which is from Evermoment. I doubt that it's licensed. I did this as part of a mystery swap with my friend Jacqueline over on Instagram. Diamond Art Sparkles is her handle. And this was like really, really popular on Instagram at the time for people to do these mystery swaps where basically you would give people an idea of the style of artwork and stuff that you liked. And you would both go onto, whatever website, a lot of people were using Evermoment, and look for things that fit that style. And you could order it from Evermoment and have them hide the image, like put opaque paper on it or something. And they wouldn't post the thumbnail in it, and then you could section it off and have the image revealed to you section by section. So Jacqueline and I did that, and this is the one that she picked for me, and I love it. It's really pretty. And it was 50 by 70 centimeters ish, 40 colors, square drills. And we worked on it throughout the month of September. We'd work on a section a day on each of our kits. We split them into, 30 whatever sections, and for each of them, and work on them one a day. That was fun. I kind of missed that mystery swap era. That was like a moment in time on Instagram. I feel like everyone was just, that was, what was going on in that time of the world. It was a whole thing. So next up, another Distracted by Diamonds kit. This was for Drills and Chills, Halloween Kitty by Puffy Gator. This is now also licensed at Diamond Art Club, a slightly different variation. Square drills, 54 by 52 centimeters. Yeah, the 310 were really bad on this one. I still remember it to this day, but I thought the rendering was amazing. Distracted by Diamonds does an amazing job with Puffy Gator's artwork. And I was just completely on board with all things Distracted by Diamonds. This was, okay, so I have another partial here. This is a jeweled flower partial. My mom and I worked on this together when she was visiting me at this time. That was in October when she came out for her fall visit. Lots of fun, cute little aqua teardrops. I think I was using a Pretty Placer. They're kind of like giant crayons, and they work really well for special drills. My next Drills and Chills kit was Bubble Chocolate Trouble. This was my first kind of venture into doing some recharting because on here, if you look, you can't really see it terribly well, but they wrote marshmallows, and the way it was spelled and how it was not at all angled or curved to the bag really drove Jacqueline and I crazy. And so we were both kind of working together to try to rechart it so that it looked more like the original artwork. It was fun, but took like a lot of time. It was, it was something. I did a lot of recharting and fixes on that one. I think I fiddled with the word on the cauldron too. I love this kit though. It was my first Randall Spangler. I added some brown ABs to the cauldron bubbles, and I mostly eyeballed the recharting, but Diamond Art Club, good stuff. This is my first Dye Moon shop kit. Oh my gosh. Oh, the nostalgia. This is called The Stars Who Listen by Margaret Morales, 60 by 75 centimeters. I got this in round. At the time, they were doing these different versions of special treatments, and so I got version 3. I loved this kit so much. The rendering and the special treatment, the whole experience of ordering from Dye Moon Shop at the time. The shop has since closed down, or rather has transferred ownership and has kind of a different manufacturer, name, process, artists, and all that. So just keep that in mind. But this artist is now licensed over at Diamond Art Club, and I wonder if they'll get this one. I should submit this to licensing to see. Yeah, there were a couple issues, but a lot that I loved, and it was a really special experience. Okay, this was Hope Runs Deep by Chuck Pinson and Diamond Art Club, and this was for the event Winter with DAC. And even though I didn't love working on Space for Reflection by Chuck Pinson for Drills and Chills and Chuck Along, this I adored. I loved this a lot. I think it was a lot about the colors, especially in the sky. It brought me lots of joy. I enjoyed it. I did have some issues with the plastic cover sticking to the glue, and apparently Diamond Art Club gave me a partial refund for that when I sent them some video of that. I was surprised how much I loved working on this kit after how hard I burned out on my last Chuck Pinson. I've since recognized that landscapes aren't for me. This legend, by the way, this goes with the Diamond Shop kit because Diamond Shop at the time didn't have the legend on the canvas. They just included this separate walking legend, and I was afraid that if I lost it and needed it later, I'd be in trouble. My next Christmassy wintry kit for that year is called Starry Night Santa. It's by Donna Gelsinger, 42 by 57 centimeters of square drills. Really put me in the Christmas spirit. I love the rendering and the ABs. I had a lot of white ABs in it, I remember. So apparently I burned out a bit in the blues. And it was so heartwarming that I was feeling blue at the holidays and not seeing my family. I live across the country from my family, so holidays can be hard. Next up, this was my first kit from Treasure Studios Art. It's called Diana by Maria Abanyal, and 60 by 70 centimeters. It was interesting because at the time, Treasure Studios Art had these smaller size round drills that were the size of square drills, and it was interesting. It gave some extra detail. There were a lot of vibrant colors, but there were major drill quality issues. I believe they since just, not too long after that stopped even carrying those extra small round drills because of that. There was some messy rendering issues. I have this artwork now from Diamond Art Club, and would be interested to see how that looks by comparison. So this next one is Happy Whale. This is by Alice G.H. and is from Mary's Diamonds. Mary's Diamonds at the time, and that ownership and manufacture back in 2020. I know that's changed as well. This was 40 by 60 centimeters. I like the drill quality and the color choices, and it's licensed. The customer service is really responsive. I had sent them some feedback, and they ended up sending me a new version of this kit that had some more kind of hand charting to it, but I like the artwork a lot. Another Diamond Shop kit. This is called Down the Rabbit Hole version B by Cherryuki. This artist is now licensed at Jaded Gem Shop, just so you know if you're looking for her artwork. This I participated in the event Alice in a Winter Wonderland with, and I love the rendering of it a lot. And a couple of trashy drill colors as well. Worked on more than one kit at a time, and I said I want Cherryuki everything. She's still an artist I really adore. This is my first kit of 2021. Next up, this is Firefly Fireworks by Randall Spangler and Diamond Art Club. This is very large, 51 by 170 centimeters. It went fast because there's a ton of color blocking, and the top part, you can see it is a really small image for the artwork. But I said it was clunky, just a little bit color blocking at the top, and the artwork just big. So at this time, one of the very largest canvases I worked on, but I liked it. Then we have, this is The Guardian from Dye Moon Shop and Asia Trier, 45 by 45 centimeters. I did this one for Scales and Sparkles, and I'm trying to remember who hosted that event. I got this one in what Dye Moon Shop called Candy Drills. It was basically, they were crystals. So this whole thing was crystals. The black, though, you can see there's a dragon there. The black, though, was just like a regular 310 drill, and I thought that it looked really, really good. I was pretty happy with it. It's the first full crystal kit that I had done. Oops, don't use that. Right. Next up, Magical Merry-Go-Round. Okay, there was something about this kit that like shaped my experience on YouTube. It's by Josephine Wall and Diamond Painting Deutschland, 100 by 75 centimeters and 220 colors. So that was really what did it. Round drills? Wasn't it square drills? I don't think that's right. I think I wrote that wrong. I'm gonna have to go back and double check. I'm pretty sure this has square drills. So this was one of the first kind of like mega kits that I took on, and not a lot of people I feel like were doing these at the time. So yeah, 220 colors. I did a whole series on this project, I believe, and there's a playlist, and so it was a major bucket list project. And I credit for some of my YouTube success, and I would totally do another. A lot of people have done these Josephine Wall kits since then, so there's a lot out there if you want to see how some of these look finished. Next up, I did Snow Deer by Safina Art. I really like this artist. I feel like I haven't seen a lot from her lately. 43 by 59 centimeters and cat hair. Square drills. By the way, this is finished number 30 if you're keeping track. We got a ways to go. I gotta talk faster. I loved this one. It was very dreamy. It's so cute. There are lots of really pretty ABs. I worked at 3 kits at the same time, which I don't normally do. Okay. Next up, this is my first kit from Crafties called Kaori. It's by Sybil Art. I was really blown away with this kit because it was very budget friendly, legally licensed, but they had a really beautiful use of crystals in this kit that almost gave a metallic effect. And I could tell it was hand charted. I don't know that they're necessarily still doing this, but it's not my typical art or color style, but it spoke to me so much and I loved working on the kit. Little snack size too, 40 by 50 centimeters. Then we have another Diamond Shop kit, another Cherryuki kit. This is Library Version A by Cherryuki, 60 by 86 centimeters, round drills. I love the rendering on it. It went fast, even with all the grays. It was just very serene to work on. This is from my first order. I went for the biggest size. I wrote, don't think you need the special treatment, the special drill add-ons. Next up, this is my first Diamond Dots kit. This is called Mighty River. It's Shutterstock image. It has square drills, and Diamond Dots mostly has round, but they do have some square. And I ended up partnering with Joann's, actually, because I got this from Diamond Dots at Joann's and later partnered with them to get this framed, and it's still hanging above my desk, actually. So I like this one. There was some gapping, I remember, with those square drills, like a lot of gapping, and a high price point without a coupon. Always use a coupon. This is my first Craftably kit, Black Hole in the Milky Way by Tanya Shatseva, which this is not the name that they go by anymore. It's now Ava Gamayun. So just at the time, this was it. I'm not trying to, use a name that someone doesn't use anymore. I said round drills, 39 colors. I fell in love with Craftably really quickly after this, and I'm really sad that Craftably is no longer open. I have a lot of kits in my stash from them that I cherish, but a friend completed this from Diamond Shop, and we kind of compared. This had a more vibrant effect, and it was a different crop too. So next up, this was a gift. Yeah, this was a gift from a friend. This is from Jacqueline. It's Unicorn Cottage Diorama. I never done one of these diorama kits. There's kind of layers to it, and I thought it was just really, really fun. So what did I write here? Is that right? I don't know if those dates are right. I'll have to double check. But anyway, I'm like, what did I write here in my logbook? But anyway, another special drill kit, just a little something different to work on. This is Quirky Fox by Willowing Arts by Mindfulness Diamond Painting or DP Factory UK. The shop has since closed, but there's that artwork. This artwork is now available, I believe, at Diamond Art Club. Snack size kit. I actually really, really loved everything about this kit, but it quickly wasn't available anymore, and there was some inconsistency I was hearing about. I had ordered it the previous summer and it took a little while to work on it. We are now into we already were into 2021. So that diorama was like it was a late log entry. There was something, anyway. Next up, Distracted by Diamonds, Greta Lusky. Again, this one's called Saltwater. And I loved this. There's a lot of static in the drills. I still hadn't figured out how to deal with static yet. And I felt like it was big for the image. So I also apparently added some enhancement drills to this one. Love the artwork. This is another Crafties kit by Sybil Art. This is called Dear and Delicate. I'm obsessed with how this one turned out. Again, hand rendering, budget friendly, lots of amazing special drills. I had 2 crystal drills in it, and I just thought it was so good. Yeah, and I think at this point, I think I was an affiliate for them with a little while then. Okay. This is Dragon Attack by Jan Patrick Krasny, and it's from Diamond Art Club, and there's that image. That's so fun. The rendering, there were so many details on it, which was really, really cool. I liked it more than I expected. It wasn't at all boring to work on. I was like, what? I can't really think of any mez for this one. So, and I almost had destashed this one, and I was glad that I didn't because then I got to work on it. Okay, my first kit for Summer with the Masters, and the first time that Summer with the Masters even took place. So I did start this one ahead of the event starting. It's called Miranda the Tempest, and is a custom that I ordered from Uniquely Yours Down Under, a shop that is now closed. It was my first time ordering a custom, I believe, but I realized I chose artwork that's hard to translate to a diamond painting. I still kind of knew the genre of Old Masters artwork. Yeah, first custom, first time co-hosting an event, first kit from the shop. So took my time with this kit in part for the event, worked on other kits at the same time. I kind of want to redo that artwork in like a bigger size or a crop someday. Next up, this was my first kit from True Artist Diamond Painting, and it's called Red Fox by how did I write that name? Grennan. Anyway, 40 by 40 centimeters. I loved this one so much. I wrote the company's mission, which I still have a wonderful mission I love. Very colorful. I wrote it was a little bit saturated, but yeah, I adored working on this one. I do love my foxes. My fox friend up here. Next up, did I skip a page? Yes, I did. Okay. Next up is Guys from Anna Dittman and Diamond Shop. This is the most beautiful portrait diamond painting I've ever worked on. I still feel like that to this day. In a lot of ways, it's definitely in the top like 1 to 2 of this kind of genre. This was with their kind of original rendering style. I had seen a friend work on it and was blown away by how it looked and had to have it. There was a tiny bit of gapping. I'm running out of one color, it looks like, but I was obsessed with it so much. Now we have Time to Spare by Sarah Mustafa and Diamond Art Club. It was my first from this artist. I've since, collected a lot of her artwork and love it. The colors are at my alley and kind of the whole kind of style of it. Like the pale yellow ABs in her hair, and apparently had a third whip going again. This is finished number 41 if you want to keep track. Then we had Celestial Dreams, another Randall Spangler kit. I was on quite a Randall Spangler kick for a very long time. This one, it's a DAC Spangler's Dream Team. Yay, color blocking. It was a little big, I guess. So it was a little bit of a slog, so it was so big. Another project that I feel like was so just sort of pivotal for my channel, Spirit of Flight by Josephine Wall and Diamond Painting Deutschland, another Diamond Painting Deutschland kit. This is 100 by 75 centimeters square drills, and I did this one as part of a comparison project where I also completed Spirit of Flight from Diamond Art Club. Josephine Wall no longer licenses with Diamond Art Club. She's with a couple other shops, but I have a playlist where I did kind of column by column. I'd complete one column from each at the same time and then compare them, did a whole series on it, and yeah, that was really, really something. It went 3 to 4 times as fast as the Diamond Painting Deutschland version did. Another Crafties kit. This is a custom that I got from them. This is called Our Lady of Cow Parsley by Elizabeth Sonrel. It's for it was for Summer with the Masters, but I didn't finish it until a little bit after the event ended. So, they sent this one to me for PR. Okay. This next one is called Pride by JoJo's Art. It's from Diamond Art Club. It's a big one, 112 by 56 centimeters. I added a lot of enhancements to this one. I was going through a lot in my personal life. It's still to this day like one of the most difficult times I've gone through in my personal life. So this was when I decided to pull out what I now call my rainy day stash of kits that I save for a rainy day when I need a pick-me-up or need, it could be something to celebrate, it could be anything, but this is one of those. I did a video, it looks like, on the enhancements I put in that kit. Next up, I did Clockwork Dragon Laying by Jasmine Becca Griffith at Diamond Art Club. I did this one for the JBG Along event in July of 2021. I really enjoyed this one. Usually this is not my style of artwork, but I liked working on this one a lot, so the dragon didn't hurt. We're back to Distracted by Diamonds. This is Letting Go by Puffy Gator. It was so soft and dreamy to work on. I wrote again, Distracted by Diamonds does a nice job with Puffy Gator. I'd put this one on pause for drills and chills, it looks like. Dark Lilith by Margaret Morales from Diamond Shop. Okay, this is so pretty. You can tell I was loving Diamond Shop at the time. Drills and Chills 2021, my first Drills and Chills kit of the year, and I did really love a lot about how that one looked when it was done. I went back to try another Chuck Pinson for the Chuck Along this year. This was Relaxing on the Farm from Diamond Art Club and Chuck Pinson. I did like a lot about how it turned out, and I don't think this one was too much of a slog to work on. I kind of forgot that I worked on that one. I'm like not remembering at all the process of working on it. I wrote Nice to Do a Landscape. Who was I? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is one of my favorite kits I've completed. The Dragon Store by Raven Phelan. It was big, 70 by 99 centimeters. This little thumbnail of the artwork, original artwork, doesn't do it justice. This was incredible to work on. The rendering was perfect. The special drills made it look like the dragon's wings were glowing. It was just, it was so amazing. And they were unexpectedly one of my favorite kits ever. It still is. It still is. Okay, so I decided to try Treasure Studios art again here. This is Scars of a Mermaid by Nistique Art. I did this one for Drills and Chills 2021 in the DP Festival of Witches. This had their new round drills, and it looks like I had a good experience with it. Some issues with kind of the render, but yeah, they sponsored Drills and Chills that year, it says, so. Then I worked on Time to Witch by Vayonette from Orloa. This is my first Orloa kit, so I'm trying to see. It's really cute. Look at that cute one. So the drill quality was, they were acrylic, trash, and tabs, but it was cute when it turned out. There's a lot of special drills in it. Then we had Warm Witch by Ivy Dolomore. I think I left an E off of her name, from Diamond Art Club. This is my first by this artist, also for Drills and Chills and the DP Festival of Wishes. I loved this one. I liked these. It looks like these colors are ones I hadn't really seen from Diamond Art Club before that I'd worked with. So this is the first kit that was rendered by Kate and the newer team. So love that one. And then I worked on Christie's Kitty by Hannah Lynn from Diamond Art Club. And there's the artwork. This I had seen my friend Jacqueline work on. I was like, you know what? Hannah Lynn is not normally my art style at all, but I like this one. Yeah, it wasn't on my radar until I saw her work on it. 7th and final finish for Drills and Chills 2021. My goodness. Then I worked on Treasure Quest by Randall Spangler and Diamond Art Club. There's literally nothing. The rendering, OMG. And I got this one as a sneak peek, and it came in early enough that I was able to work on it some and included that as part of my sneak peek video. Nebulae by Leoba Bruckner and Diamond Shop. This was the first that I worked on from their newer run of kits. They made a lot of changes, and unfortunately, I was not very happy with it. I was really disappointed. The rendering was just very, very different, and I was waiting to resolve with Diamond. I spent a lot of time going back and forth with them, just giving them like feedback and thoughts and trying to help. But anyway, this is Russia with Love by David MacLean and Diamond Art Club. 98 by 70 centimeters. I remember that this month when I was working on this and one other kit, I just felt, this was calling for me for months. I knew I had to work on it this year. I took a break in December to work on other holiday kits. I took on too many big kits, I think, at the time. And I remember it feeling like this took me a long time to complete. Oh, I loved this one. Christmas Kitty by Puffy Gator and Distracted by Diamonds. This had beautiful special drills. I did it for the Jingle Drills event. I love the A-B charting. This was really hand charted, and it reminds me of my cat Dolce. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Then I also worked on Little Helpers by Ann Stokes from Diamond Art Club. This was another 70 by 99 centimeters I did for Jingle Drills. Yeah, I just felt fatigue. I remember getting to kind of the halfway point of this kit and going, I just am ready to be done with this kit. It's taking so long, you guys. But it looked really good when it was completed, and I wasn't expecting to find it to be a slog, unfortunately. I was thinking I was going to love it a lot more, but this had so much green in the pine, like the bits on the trees. So, yeah. First kit licensed from Ann Stokes, apparently. So, yeah. This was a special drill kit I worked on. I must have been start August 21, finish December. I wonder why. I wonder if this was just sitting and I wanted to get back to it before the year ended. This is from New Craft Day. It was a special drill kit. Oh, I worked on it in an airplane when I was going up to Portland to visit my brother. Put away for a few months. Okay, that's why. Probably not licensed. This is Cute Cartoon Fox. I don't remember who the artist was, but it was from DP with Sparklers. I don't know if they still carry diamond paintings, but it had a lot of cute, oops, sorry, Loki, bubble drills. It was so adorable. Oh my gosh. I think that was my last kit of the year. Yeah, it was my last kit of 2021. It was a nice light kit. All right, my first kit of 2022 was Haruki by Sybil Art and Crafties again. That beautiful hand charting. That's my actual picture. I thought the rendering was just so good. And then next I worked on Illuminate by Fizzy Popcake from Mary's Diamonds under their ownership at the time. And this one, I thought the rendering there were some A-B placements that I thought were a little bit weird. I had some overall issues with this kit, but the owner at the time was, tried to be receptive. But there are parts of the rendering I remember really enjoying, and I love that original artwork. Next, I worked on Protégé from Dimitri Milan at Diamond Art Club. This is just pink foxes. Like, this whole vibe was so pretty. So I finished it when I was on a trip to Texas visiting my friend Jacqueline, and it was so pretty. It had what were at the time Diamond Art Club's newer round drills. They weren't as shiny and almost, I wrote, very spiky, like super faceted. Okay, this is when I started Dragon Race Into the Night by Rose Kahn, and I did it as my first cross-stitch conversion project where I was taking a cross-stitch chart, converting it to diamond painting on a blank canvas. Spoiler alert, this is on indefinite hiatus because I had a very difficult time with working on the first panel, which I split this into 4 panels this way. I've completed the top left panel, and I was just having so many issues with the drill quality on this one. The shop has since closed down. I'd gotten it from Cooper Diamonds, but I just had to permanently table that project. So we'll see, maybe someday. Then I worked on, it was an untitled kit, but I affectionately called it Winter Sparkle, Shutterstock license kit by Enablers Outpost. This is my first Enablers Outpost kit, and here's the artwork. It's so pretty. Aww. I love Enablers Outpost so much. They have been so receptive to feedback and working really hard to put out a nice quality product. So, okay, this was one of the very early mystery kits that Diamond Art Club released. This is, at the time, they put the title and the artist's name on here. So this was that mystery kit. I'm not going to put the image on the screen or anything. But I had gotten it as a sneak peek and decided to work on it right away because I was like, I need to try out these Diamond Art Club mystery kits. I'm intrigued. At the time, those mystery kits had it was all white backgrounds with black symbols. There you could sometimes see the background around the drills. But I was so fascinated by the process of working on a mystery kit, and I thought the rendering was unreal. It was so good. Another Puffy Gator from Distracted by Diamonds. This is Valentine Kitty. There's so much I loved. So much I loved. Yeah, these seasonal Puffy Gator Kitty series are wonderful. So perfect to work on after dark colors in my last kit. This I have a lot of emotions attached to. I never went back and filled these in. I need to. I know that I have the correct number of like finishes and stuff, but I didn't write this in. This is Fox Bliss from Diamond Dots, and I didn't write down the artist, but Diamond Dots is all completely licensed. You're good to go. Lots of static that comes with Diamond Dots kits. This is a rainy day kit, but as it turned out, I started this kit not realizing that a few days later that my oldest son was going to have emergency surgery and that we were going to be at the hospital with him for a week. And so I had to put this aside and come back to it later because I just had a lot of feelings surrounding this artwork because my son, like, I don't know, I always thought it was like a mom fox and a baby fox or some, child fox, her kiddo. And, that was my oldest whole nursery and everything was all foxes. And so there was just that really fond association with it. So I worked on this. And then that happens. So it's just kind of a always association I'm going to have with it. He's fine. He recovered. He's completely fine, but it was a little traumatic. Next up, this is The Beekeeper by Raven Phelan. So pretty. I worked on this in the hospital, actually, with my oldest when we were just kind of sitting. And I got more confetti than I expected. I thought the rendering was just gorgeous. Raven Phelan at Diamond Art Club. Good stuff. I worked on this for Mermaids and Magic 2022 and the Emerald Along 2022. And then we're back to Diamond Shop. This is Celestine by Margaret Morales. This was a gift from my friend Jessica at Tiny Worlds of Wonder. And I think this was from one of the newer rounds of Diamond Shop's kits. There were things I liked about it, things I wasn't as sure about, but overall was like actually really happy with how this turned out rendering wise. Next, I worked on Hard Air Balloon from Sparkle Queen Creations and the artist Howie Green. This was my first kit from this shop, and I really enjoyed working on this. A little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I love the rainbows and everything. I just saw that Sparkle Queen Creations released a new kit, so I gotta go see what they're doing. That was a great kit. It had double-sided adhesive, I remember, but it was pretty good for double-sided adhesive. Next I worked on Moon Owl Magic by Chrisabug from Diamond Art Club. This was a halfway to Halloween kind of casual diamond paint along a kit that I worked on. I think it was my first Chrisabug, and I wrote down here new favorite artist ? Yeah, no, she is one of my favorite artists. So loved that one. And then I have another Raven Phelan kit. I was on a bit of a kick. This one's called Rebirth Awaits. This was, oh yeah, Diamond Art Club did a huge 4th anniversary release. Yeah, I finished it before the release, included in the sneak peek. Again, like Diamond Art Club just using these colors and special drills to make this glow. Glow, glow, glow. Next, I worked on Totoro from Diamond Shop and Sybil Art. Yes, Sybil Art was licensed with multiple shops at the time, and it might still be, I don't know. This is a cute little snack size kit. I had seen a friend on Instagram working on a lot of these really mini kits from Diamond Shop, and I thought, oh, let me try that and see if that's like a more budget-friendly way to do these kits that were really expensive. And yeah, cost-effective and quick. And I liked this one. This was cute. This was cute. New Friends by Mandy Manzano. This is from Diamond Art Club and was part of their anniversary release. I started this, yeah, we did a live countdown, Emeralds and Fairy Lights, and I thought the artwork translated beautifully, but I remember feeling like I was kind of an impulse kit that I started, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't know that I would have otherwise started this one, but I like the colors, it was pretty. I did this one for Mermaid. I then worked on My Sword by Indie Creates from Enabler's Outpost. This artwork just had my heart in a moment. It really reminds me of Alana from this Stories by Tamora Pierce. I'm obsessed with her. Enabler's Outpost has since released an updated, more hand-charted version of this artwork that I'm meaning to pick up and try out. But I did enjoy this one. The overall quality was good. And I just think the artwork's amazing. So... then I worked on Hipster Boston Terrier by Marilyn Casanave, and I only worked on this one for a video that I was doing that was on diamond painting for beginners. Otherwise, I'm sorry, this wouldn't have been my style. But I don't know why I picked this one specifically, but I did. I finished this in 24 hours. I single placed most of it because I was filming a lot of that to include in that video. It's a partial, so only part of it had drills on it. The rest was just printed on the canvas, but it was cute. Then I did another mystery kit. This one was by Rika Sofia Räikkönen. And this one was really cool. I managed to keep the image a secret from myself and had I think my mom helped me cover the image with like opaque paper so that I wouldn't see it like on top of the glue. And it was revealed to me a bit at a time. And I was like the epitome of what a mystery should be. So it was so cool. So one of my favorite finishes ever. I don't know if I still feel that way, but I did really like it. All right, now it's time for Summer with a Masters again. This is Summer by Alphonse Mucha and is from Diamond Painting Shop, spelled with 2 P's and an E, and is big, 50 by 120 centimeters. I really enjoyed working on this a lot. I feel like it went relatively quickly, given how big it is, and with the confetti in it, like just a few weeks. But yeah, first finish for Summer with a Masters that month, and first Alphonse Mucha kit I've done. We're I think just over the halfway point for the whole logbook. So where are we? Oh yeah, we're still gonna be here for a while. Go refill your coffee and come back. Then I worked on Wonder Woman 1984 by Mandy Manzano and part of their licensing agreement with Warner Brothers. This I worked on for, let's see, The Princess Along, because Diana's technically a princess, and then DP June Pride 2022. Oh my gosh, the rainbows in this kit were so pretty. So everything, the colors, some Trash Run 310. I was like, even more color? Diamond Art Club now does more than just 67 colors. So I bet if they made this today, I wonder if it would have even more colors than that. It was so pretty. Okay. Yeah, I wrote current max number of colors that Diamond Art Club does. Okay. This kit was a custom that I did. It was my second annual John William Waterhouse custom piece that I did. This one is called Destiny, and I got this as a custom from Dreamer Designs because I wanted to try out their custom process. Remember there being a couple of things that they advertised were part of their custom process, like them sending you mock-ups or working with you on stuff, and they didn't do that with me. So I thought was like, did I miss something? What happened? It was, I was okay with how it turned out, but I did run into some issues, especially with the rendering, and I just kind of thought, I would have loved to have a better experience, but what can you do? This is Woman in Gold by Gustav Klimt. Diamond Dots is the shop, and absolutely not artwork that I would normally gravitate toward, but what you might not be able to see is that this is absolutely chock full of special drills. Over half the drills on this canvas are crystals or some other kind of special drill. There's little like bars, there's ABs. It was just amazing. It's technically a partial. The skin part is printed, but the drills cover the rest of it. It's big, 67 by 91. I thought it was so cool. It was so incredibly cool to work on. yeah, I had ordered it from Amazon UK because at the time it was sold out in the US and like everyone was kind of like looking for it for a minute. I did that one for Summer with the Masters. This is Star Maker by Yume Art and Diamond Art Club. It's my first Yume kit that I worked on, and I called it a rainy day kit. This was gorgeous to work on. It said shiny new DAC drills, one of the first kits released with some of the new squares. I ran out of some colors and made it stressful, not relaxing to work on. So that's not like a typical thing with this company or with, my kits in general. Oh, Year of the Water Tiger. That's right. So, okay. Then I worked on Starry Night Over the Rhone by Van Gogh. It's from Crafties, 40 by 50 centimeters, Summer with the Masters kit. I like the special drills in this one. I thought it was a decent render of a super watercolor heavy piece. The symbols were, I still remember, the symbols were bad. It was really, really hard to distinguish from them. It was kind of fuzzy printing. Yeah, I ended up just combining two colors and placing them freely, interchangeably. So this would probably look better at a larger size, but I cannot fathom the amount of confetti. Okay, this is when I kicked off. This was kind of an overall start page. You'll see it broken down further in a little bit. This is my overall start page for my new cross-stitch conversion project. This is Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Amy Stewart. The chart's from Heaven and Earth Designs, and my materials are from Evermoment this time. I started this on July 27th. We're now 2 years later, and I am over halfway done, but this project is not complete yet because it is so incredibly time and work intensive. It's huge. I split this into 8 panels, so down the middle and then across the shelves. And each of the panels, like this right here, is like 35 by 95 centimeters. And it's, again, converting it across the chart to a diamond painting on a blank canvas. But yeah, that's the long-term cross-stitch conversion project that replaced Dragon Race into the Night. Next up, I worked on Carousel Horse by Laura Martin. This is from DP with Sparklers. I don't know if they still are doing diamond painting kits. They just, I think, mostly do their special drills. This was for ABs in August. It was just, there were so many special drills in this one. It was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. A licensed little snack size kit. I wrote this first from the shop, but I'm pretty sure that Bubble Fox I did earlier was also DP with Sparklers. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember. Oh, wow, yes. Dragon Cliff by Herb Leonard, Diamond Art Club at 65 by 81 centimeters. Oh my gosh, this render was incredible. We got dragons again. It was amazing. It was just amazing. Is it literally the render? Holy cow. Usual suspects, whenever you see that, that means drills, canvas, glue, etc. Good mix. Oh, sorry. Magical artwork, exactly my style. Dreamy fantasy. Yeah, no, this was amazing. Amazing. This is Take Care by Laura Philippon from Oraloa. I worked on this for the Claws and Paws event that year. This, I just thought the artwork was so cute. There was some muddy rendering, but there are things that I did like about it too. Yeah, Oraloa sent me this one for PR. I don't think they told me I had to work on it, but I did for that event. It was cute. Now we have Asleep by Victoria Leal from Jaded Gem Shop. And this was my first Jaded Gem Shop kit. I was obsessed with how this turned out. I thought this artwork was just incredible. I did write that this is the most confetti I've ever had a kit that I worked on. I said it took a while to finish. I needed breaks. So a Jaded Gem Shop is known for having extremely high confetti. But in the case of this artwork, I thought it looked incredible. I thought it was just incredible. So, and then apparently she said after she saw my completion, she planned to reduce some of the confetti. I wonder if she did. I'm assuming she did. My first kit for Drills and Chills this year was After the Rain by Olha Darchuk, Diamond Art Club. And it was a little smaller for a landscape. I was like, if I'm going to do a landscape, go with the smaller size, 61 by 51 centimeters. Had round drills. I thought the colors were really nice to work with. It was kind of a cute little dreamy kit. But I wrote lots of confetti. And this is another one that I almost destashed and glad that I didn't. Sorry to yawn. Need some coffee myself. Now I have Astronomical Witch by Yaroslava Guskova. This is by from Mary's Diamonds at the time, and I worked on this for Drills and Chills and the Festival of Witches. And yeah, I wrote this was overall consistent with what you'd get. Someone else bought this same exact kit and it had different colors and rendering. I remember comparing like DMC color codes with them at the time and being like, what is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is Hades and Persephone by Margaret Morales. This is the Diamond Shop version. Diamond Art Club just released this version of this artwork, and it's in my stash. It's kind of a rainy day kit, and I can't wait to do it and compare. I loved this. I did this for Drills and Chills. This artwork, it's Margaret Morales, so of course. And I was okay with how the rendering turned out in spite of some of my concerns that I had had with kind of the changes they'd made. And I thought the skin tones were lovely. And, oh yeah, I requested from Diamond Shop to license this one. So, next up I had Lion Cub by Puffy Gator and Diamond Art Club. I think this is one of the first Puffy Gators at Diamond Art Club. I think that she's still with both Diamond Art Club and Distracted by Diamonds. I finished this one, it looks like in 48 hours, and had it as a sneak peek, and just was like, I want to finish this one and be able to share it. It was really pretty. It was cute and little, 42.6 by 42.6 centimeters. It had a million shades of pink, which is one of my favorite colors, so perfect. Now we have another Chrysabug. This is Midnight Spell from Chrysabug and Diamond Art Club. It is a little bit bigger. I worked on it for drills and chills. It took me a little time. Yeah, I had some fatigue over the size, and there were a lot of kind of muted, dull colors in the background that burned me out a bit. And I put it on hold for another project, which, yes, was Fairy Lights. This was an interesting one. So this was a special project I did for Diamond Art Club, where they were doing, they had a super tight deadline where they were filming a commercial and they had a variety of kits that they were having completed. So like this one, it was one kit to 85% completion, and then the same kit again to 25% completion, and then we mailed it back in. There was a whole thing where I ended up having to like drive up to where they were filming in LA because it's not too far from me. And yeah, I speed painted this, and I like don't even remember working on it. I called it a finish technically because I did complete like parts of both of the canvases. So I was like, I'm calling this a finish, but I love this artwork. Fairy Lights by Ivy Dollamore. Another Drills and Chills kit. This is Moonlight Bride. Oh, that's funny. I didn't notice that typo before. That's just not noticing. Moonlight Bride, it's by Angeli Aubrey, and it has some really pretty special drills in it. There's some crystals, some white pearl, an opal oversized, some black pearl, and oversized opals. I think this is the first time Diamond Art Club had crystal drills in a kit. They call them iridescents for theirs. And it was cool. It was spooky and fun. Then I worked on Stained Glass Jack-o'-lantern from Crystal Canvas Art Designs, and this was a full crystal canvas, and 60 by 40 centimeters, 32 colors with all round crystals. I think that this kind of artwork lends itself to being done with crystals, but I did kind of find that I didn't feel like maybe a full crystal kit was totally for me because there are just some quirks that come with crystals. I ended up having to seal this one, and it featured in my How to Seal a Diamond Painting video. Then I worked on Scorpio Dragon from the one with the diamond art by Parente Illustrations. And this was my first from this kit. I did have a little bit of trouble working on this kit. I do need to try this shop out again, though. I worked on this during Scorpio season for my birthday because it is Scorpio Dragon. Yeah, I wrote that I was on the fence about what I thought about it. I thought the artwork was really pretty, but just, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is a really special one, you guys. This is Daughter of the Sea King from Diamond Art Club and Mandy Manzano, long retired and a longtime unicorn of mine. I wrote here noted here, this is my 100th diamond painting finish, so it was a big milestone for me. I really wanted to work on a special kit for this particular milestone, and yeah, the nostalgia of an old DAC kit. I thought the overall effect was amazing, and I really kind of preferred the old ABs. That's funny. I said the squares are a little finicky, but at large it was a bigger project commitment, but it was just, yeah, 100 finish, epic hit for an epic milestone. I love her. I love her so much. Favorite princess, and just, I thought the artwork was so fun. Then, okay, so it's kicking off December, winter months. I did Snow Queen by Sarah Mustafa. Another Sarah Mustafa kit. This had some interesting special drills and colors in it. I did this for Jingle Drills and Winter with DAC and Diamonds in Disney 2022. I wrote the size is definitely more my jam right now. Not too big. Yeah, 3 events. Love supporting friends. Then I did, oh, I love this artwork. I have the new version of this on its way to me already. This is Storm Blessed from Enabler's Outpost and the Colorful Cat Studio, 50 by 60 centimeters. Yeah, the artwork is perfectly my style. I'm obsessed. And they did make some updates, and they are re-releasing this one, or they did. And like I said, I should be getting it at some point here soon, and I would like to finish it and compare it. But I love this artwork so much. The whole watercolor soft vibe and the dragon. Yeah. Oh, I love this one too. Season Bright by Bella Safina. Now, this was the way that Bella Safina did things. This is licensed digital art. It's complicated how that works, but it is above board. And So there's just like different elements of artwork that are put together. This was incredible. I loved this one. The original artwork is so gorgeous. The softer render fit the vibe. And I think they did bring it back the next year by very popular demand. So, yeah, I need to check out Bella Safina again too. That's what this video is really doing, is reminding me of shops I haven't visited in a while. Oh, this was a good month for kits because I'm like, oh, this is cute. I did Christmas Tuxedo by Marilyn Casanave from Diamond Art Club. And this one is really special because this Christmas season, we got our kitten at the time, Skip, as part of a long time planned Christmas gift for my kids. And this looks quite a lot like our tuxedo cat Skip. And this was available for sale. I went to the holiday pop-up that Diamond Art Club did up in, I don't remember where it was. It was up in LA. And it says it included the newer special metallic drills. Yeah. And yeah, this was the first time I think I noticed some concerns with the spacing of multi-placing with round drills, but yeah, no, that was so special to work on. Oh my gosh. Oh, so this was 24-hour finish too. Okay. Okay, so this is where I filled in. This is when I finished my first panel for Once Upon a Fairy Tale and decided to count each of these panels as a finish. So you can kind of see it there. I will have linked to a link to my playlist for this whole project below if you want to see. This was the first panel. I started on July 27th and finished it on December 31st. I was like, I would love to finish this and count it as a finish for 2022. That's panel 1 of 8. And then I made a note in here. This was a year-end correction, change of mind. This is when I decided to count the first panel that I did for Dragon Race Into the Night as a finish. So yeah, I had to kind of play some catch up, and it was a thing, but all right, now we're to 2023, and I kicked off the year with Deity of the Forgotten by Munimade and Femke Deborah. This is my first diamond painting kit from Munimade, though I was a longtime fan of their trays before I tried their diamond paintings. Absolutely gorgeous and amazing. Had 12 different crystal colors, and I was blown away by the company for a brand new, the quality for a brand new company, and I still think that Munimade is just doing amazing, amazing things. There were some colors that were a little bit off, but Munimade really followed along closely with me with how I was recharting and fixing it and took that into account, which, yeah, no, I loved it. Loved it. Then I worked on, well, this is when I started my second panel for Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I didn't finish it until the beginning of March, but I put in my logbook once I start the kit at this point. So this was the right half of the top shelf. This was when we traveled back to Ohio, right? Yeah, we went on a belated Christmas trip to Ohio, and this was, I think, in the advent calendar from the year before. This is Christmas Unicorn by Azindianlani and Diamond Art Club. It was a cute little snack size kit. So quick. It was a color blocking heaven. There were lots of electro diamonds, and it was a really cute little quick kit and a good one to travel with. Then I did my first Paint Gem mini set. So this was the National Parks mini set, which is one of the first ones that Paint Gem released. I still have a huge collection from them. Each of these is around 4 by 6 inches, and I counted the entire set as one finish. So, it looks like I actually technically started this one in 2022. I was still figuring out how I wanted to track things in my logbook at this point. I thought this was so beginner friendly, and there was just a lot of really, really fun things about this particular little mini set. And I'm like, if I'm going to do landscapes, I'd rather do them in a smaller size. Then I worked on Rainy Day Mermaid by Erica the Goober and Diamond Art Club. This was so cozy and happy. I impulse kitted this one up after I filmed a sneak peek for it. I said I enjoyed working on it in spite of the landscape as colors. There was very, very little I was able to find that I didn't like about this kit. It was so good, so good. Then this was my first kit from Carrot Art. This is Magic Encounter by Ophélie Honey. I love the original artwork, though I had a couple of issues with it and that I didn't necessarily love about how it looked finished. But yeah, I like the artwork. Next up was Mercury by Roy Tran from Diamond Art Club. Here's this one. I literally only worked on this one, to be honest with you, because I was doing a video on, I was working on a video where I wanted to go through all of Diamond Art Club's special drills. And this was the first kit that I was able to get in hand that had fairy dust drills in it. So that was the main reason I worked on it. Otherwise, honestly, it's not one that I would have otherwise worked on, but I liked how it turned out. I liked the squares that were in it. It said the new squares, 26 facet. This was happy. Fiona Butterfly Dragon. I did also work on this one for the special drill video. This one has glow-in-the-dark diamonds. The black in it is glow-in-the-dark. It's a really cool effect. And I thought they were really well placed and looked amazing. And I just love dragons and beasties a lot. I have a lot of their stuff. Actually, this dragon figure right here is from Dragons and Beasties. So I love this one. And so even though I did start this one for the special drill video, I still would have worked on it otherwise. I did like it. This is Choose a Fate by Mari945 from Jaded Gem Shop and is the first in my stash. The only one I've actually completed so far of this series from this artist. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible. 40 by 60 centimeters, square drills. I did have an issue with one of the colors and the dye lot, and I had to pick off a ton, and Jaded Gem Shop did send me replacements, like fixed it, but yeah, no, I love her so much. Then I worked on Glass Mermaid from Dakota Deitweiler and Diamond Art Club, and I did this for Mermaids and Magic and the Emerald along. I like the vibrancy and the colors, and the artwork was really pretty, but I really burned out on this kit hard. Even though it only took me a week to work on, it felt like it just was it just felt like it just took a lot of time to work on. It wasn't that fun. And so I was like, ooh, wow, okay. These underwater kits tend to do that. They tend to be really confetti heavy, and there was a lot of green in this one that I just was not enjoying. But the finished look and like the artwork is really breathtaking though. And then next up, this is Elephant Joy by Rachel Froud from Craft Buddy UK. They're based in the UK. This is my first kit from this company, and I thought this was really cute. They have a lot of pre-framed or like ready to hang various kinds of things available. You can see this is a picture I took with it in the frame. This is a partial. The background is just printed, and there's like these little dots on here, and then the elephant. Those little sprinkle drills kept wanting to fall off. It looks like this is no longer sold, or at least it wasn't when I, finished it and did the review, but it was a quick finish. 1 day, 2 days. And then I started, so I apparently had just finished panel 2, and then I pretty quickly started panel 3 of my Once Upon a Fairy Tale conversion project, but I didn't finish it until end of August. So took a big break from on this one, but this is the left half of the second shelf down. Next, this is from Miranda's Crafty Corner. It's called Muriel and is by Nemaria Art. I don't think that Miranda's Crafty Corner is still selling diamond paintings. This was one of the first 2 that they were selling when they did start selling diamond paintings. They do still sell putty and minders and stuff. I love their putty. But yeah, another shop. It was established first as an accessory shop and branched into diamond paintings. But I liked this one. Very warm and cozy. Okay, my Loki figure is ready. This is Glorious Purpose by Diamond Art Club and Marvel. Okay, Diamond Art Club signed with Marvel, and this is just my favorite Marvel MCU character, and I couldn't believe that we are getting a Loki kit as part of their Marvel launch. I thought this was amazing. I actually went ahead and did some enhancements. I actually changed out all of the stone for special drills, and I liked how it looked. I wrote down here what the crystal swaps were for it. So yeah, I wrote the quality on the 310s was not amazing though, but look, he matches. So first of many Loki kits either that I've worked on or in my stash. Then I worked on June Blooms by Margaret Morales from Die Moon Shop. This was kind of unfortunately just, this was disappointing in a lot of ways. Really disappointing in a lot of ways. But I thought the original artwork was pretty. I felt like it photographed well. If you stood back, it looked pretty good. But yeah, yep. I worked on my first mystery kit from Jaded Gem Shop. This is by Martith Art, and this is one that I loved because you could basically send things that you liked or even send your wish list to Jaded Gem Shop and be like, I want a mystery kit of one of these kits, but surprise me with which one, or I want a mystery kit from this artist, surprise me with which one, and you pick the size point. And so I did this one. It was really, really cute. I did a review of it here on my channel. And I love the process of doing mystery kits from Jada Gem Shop because it is really customizable and you're basically setting yourself up to be able to work on a kit you know you're going to love. This is Beauty and Chaos from Meanie Made and by Tally Sketch. And my gosh, I'm obsessed with this artwork and how it turned out. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I worked on it immediately as soon as it released. There was just something about the artwork, the whole cozy vibe that I needed it. It was fun to, like, each time I opened up a section, there was something new to work on. One of my favorite kits that I finished for sure. And then I did another comparison project. This was of the artwork. Here, I'll show you the artwork first. This is Twilight Vibes by Puffy Gator. And this was the first time that Diamond Art Club tested out releasing kits in both drill shapes. That ultimately did not pan out as something that they were going to continue to do, but they did test it out. And so I got both drill shapes in this kit and did a full comparison, including down to this is how long it took me to complete these same areas. And I thought that was really interesting. So again, they are no longer offering both drill shapes for artwork, but it was, yeah, that was a really cool comparison to do. Next up is Magic Portal by Marvel from Diamond Art Club. And this is another one of their Marvel launch kits. This one is Doctor Strange. This one was really, really confetti heavy. I kind of got fatigued and a little bit bored with it because it really was big. This was part of an event that I hosted that year, just in 2023, called Marvelous May. And I did work on another kit to give myself a mental break from this kit, though. So that was the break kit was Darkwood Fae by Christabug. It has round drills. I think this one was available in both drill shapes, but I got it in rounds. I love the original artwork, though I did have a little bit of gapping in the darker colors, and I felt like it actually, in the square drill version, that you could see more of the colors and the distinct details than in the round drill version, but yeah. Then I worked on this kit from Enabler's Outpost called Mermaid with Flying a Jelly Friend. It's by the art of Seda. This was really, really cute and really nice to work on. And I worked on this one, I think there was a video. I think this one was the kit I was working on in my video that I did on how to diamond paint faster. Next is my annual John William Waterhouse piece for 2023. This was Psyche Entering Cupid's Garden. It was a custom I got from Jada Gem Shop. I had talked with her a little bit after about how there were things I didn't necessarily love about the rendering, how like some of the contrast had been changed a little bit from the original artwork, but it is available not just as a custom, but you can get it just as a part of a regular listing on her website now. Craftably. Okay, so this is the beautiful Rainbow Dreams by Kara Ann Aldridge from Craftably. This artist's work at Craftably and how Craftably does her kits are just one of my favorite things, and I loved it. There were so many special drills in this one that brought me so much joy. This was a lovely kit to work on. I worked on this one for Craftably Craze, Diamonds and Diversity, and DP June Pride in 2023. If you're keeping count, this is finish number 128. We have a little less than 40 to go. This was a fun one. This is Outside the Sweet Shop from Diamond Art Studio UK and the artist Helcorio, 60 by 80 centimeters, but most importantly, 197 colors, and those rainbow vibes. I love the challenge of the high color count. This is my first kit from this shop. So I originally didn't have enough one color. The shop caught it and sent replacements to everyone before I even realized. This was fantastic to work on. I adore what Diamond Art Studio UK is doing, and I had just fantastic experience all around with that kit. Love it. Next up was my first Make Market kit. This is the Dance Class by Edgar Degas. I worked on this for Summer with the Masters. It was my, like I said, my first Make Market kit, and really, I'm fairly confident this brand has Diamond Dots as the parent brand. Like, there's a lot of similarities between the two. That was really fun. It's such a budget-friendly company. Like, I hesitated to even put things I didn't like about it because it's like, but the price point is so cheap for licensed or above board artwork. So I also worked on another paint gem set for Summer with Masters this year. This was the museum edition. I was enjoying working on small old masters. This was cute. Some of these did not look nearly as good at this like 4 by 6 inch size, but it was still fun. Then I worked on Away From It All by Ivy Dollamore and Diamond Art Club. I love Ivy Dollamore's work a lot. This was really pretty to see the special drills and the rainbows, and I was surprised. The dark blue, there's a ton of detail that you can't really see in this thumbnail that was done beautifully well. There was a lot of confetti in the dark blues in the background though. This beautiful kit is Aphrodite by Chrysabug. This is a Diamond Art Club variation. It is now available from Jaded Gem Shop. I just put up a video today unboxing it actually. This is, like I said, the Diamond Art Club version. It has round drills and I'm obsessed with the original artwork. Chrysabug, again, is one of my very favorite artists at this point, and I worked on this. I was going through a little bit of a tough personal phase, and so I was ready to pull out a rainy day kit, though it did take me a little bit to finish because I just took a little bit of time off from diamond painting period in there, but... Then this is my first kit from Diamond Artisan Shop. This is called Sweet Dreams by Laura Poutrette. This is one of their very, very first releases. They've since released it updated with a hand-charted version and have some other really gorgeous artwork from this artist. The lo-fi vibe was really what called my name, and I love working on this one, and I'm really enjoying what the shop is doing too. Next, I worked on Witch Bedroom by Diamond Art Club and Mrs. Butter D. The colors in this were everything. It was beautiful. I worked on it for Drills and Chills. I was blown away by the colors in this one. So many pinks, just amazing. It was a spontaneous kit up for Drills and Chills. I think I was waiting till the last minute to decide what to work on, and that was the one. Next Drills and Chills kit was Kitty Latte by Anjali Art and Crystal Canvas Art Designs. This is a cute little kitty latte. I remember a lot of people working on this kit for Drills and Chills that year. But I did have to, I wrote, this is the second Crystal Canvas Art Design kit I've needed to seal. Just to keep the crystals from falling off. Crystals can be a little finicky. That just kind of is what it is. And then I did work on another Craftably kit by Cara Ann Aldridge. This is very familiar. Obsessed with this one too. Just all these Craftably kits by this artist, they're all, any that are left in my stash are perma rainy day kits, and I'll be very slow to pull them out because when they're gone, they're gone. But I had seen this one, I'd seen this one completed at my friend Jamie's house when I visited her in person, and I was like, oh, I guess I need that kit now. Then I worked on another rainy day kit. This was Plant Witch by Geneva Bowers from Distracted by Diamonds. I had bought this back in 2020 and kept this in my stash for a long time, but I wanted a little pick-me-up, and so I discontinued, but I loved how it turned out and working on it, and it was a good one for another one for Drills and Chills. This artwork, I remembered it being in voting and being so happy when I saw it was actually being released. This is Trick or Treat by Ann Stokes from Diamond Art Club, and this was another Drills and Chills kit. I worked on the outline, kind of the outer part first, the border first, and then came in and worked on the dragon and the pumpkin, and that was really fun. The 310s were really rough though. I remember sending them, I sent them feedback on it to be like, these 310s though, please help. I worked on this alongside Plant Witch. Okay. And then kind of a fun companion piece. This is Haha Halloween by Martith Art from Jaded Gem Shop. It's so cute. All the foxes on this fox on pumpkin and the dragon on pumpkin, two of my favorite things, but in this like Halloween vibe. I did this one for Drills and Chills and Cats and Bats, and I was pretty happy with how this turned out. There was a variation offered where there were words at the top right that I think said Haha Halloween. But I liked this particular version. Here we go again. Okay, our God of Mischief is here. This was a cross-stitch conversion project I kind of impulse worked on. This chart, so it's obviously by Mandy Manzano. She licensed out her artwork for cross-stitch charts to Creatively Stitching, and I wanted to do this as a diamond painting, so I converted it, and I got my materials from Jaded Gem Shop, and got it with the kit up service and everything, and I really like how it turned out. It's definitely a pure computer render. I did notice, interestingly, that this was much faster and easier to work on than my previous cross-stitch conversion projects. So this was not too bad. 36 by 108 centimeters though, so not small, but it went quick. My Inner Sanctuary by Yume Art from Diamond Art Club. This was one I was hoping that we would see released, and it just made my heart so happy when I saw that we were getting it. Glass Instruments series with the piano, and I play piano, and this is so special to me. Similar to Piano Dream that we looked at the beginning by CYC Art. It just brought me so much joy. I thought it was wonderful. I remember recharting a little bit of how the piano keys were at one point because it was a little bit off, but... Next up, I worked on Becoming by Andrea Tramatolo from Diamond Art Studio UK. This reminded me of Glass Mermaid by Dakota Deitweiler, in that this, I felt like, just took me a while to get through. The confetti was a lot for me, and it's the underwater mermaid vibe. I don't know. I said it was one of the most confetti heavy kits I've ever worked on. So it just didn't love it as much. Nothing against like Diamond Art Studio UK. It just didn't bring me as much joy as I was hoping. Margaret Morales launched a Diamond Art Club on Black Friday of 2013, and the way that this was one of the kits that they released as part of her launch, Dragon Spirit, I was really lucky enough to get this as a sneak peek and started on it right away, because how can you not? This was incredible. I loved the special drills. I was impressed with how Diamond Art Club rendered it, because I was nervous. I was like, is Diamond Art Club going to be able to do this rendering style? I think they killed it. So then I worked on, so this was a mystery. Diamond Art Studio UK did a Christmas design of a conversion to a diamond painting on a blank canvas, and it was an advent. So there was an envelope you opened each day throughout the month of December to work on, and there were some new things that I tried with it. Like I tried using a different like software instead of just Pattern Keeper. This is the first one that they've done, and I know that they've announced they're doing another one, and I'm curious to see what that one might be like, but it was fun. And then one of my other December kits, I had some cute little ones here. This is Snowman Latte. It's by Leisure Arts, and I got this one at Hobby Lobby. It was one of those in-store kits, and it was nice and little, 30.5 by 30.5 centimeters. And a little weird run-in where I thought this was by a particular artist, and then they got really mad at me when I tagged them. They were like, "That's not mine," but it was a thing anyway. This was super cute though. I loved it, and I loved the small size. And then a little companion piece. This is also by Leisure Arts. This is Holiday Deer, same size, and just so cute, so happy. So happy. Yeah, not a fan of the red symbols that Diamond Dots and other from this manufacturer like Leisure Arts use. The red, it can just be really saturated and hard to read, but that was my last finish of 2023. Okay. I didn't write it there. I completed a lot of kits that year, but this is finish number 149 overall. And then I did start my fourth panel of my cross-stitch conversion of Once Upon a Fairy Tale on December 29th, and I finished it on February 5th. That's the right half of that's the right half of shelf 2. Oh no, I wrote the wrong date there. I finished it in 2024 this year. I'll fix that later. Then I worked on my first kit, my first fresh start of the year, and my 150th finish of my whole diamond painting career. This is La Lune by Cherryuki, and this was one of my first rainy day kits. This is from Diamond Shop. It was from one of my very, very first orders from them way back. They had since, shut down and everything. I'd gotten this with a special treatment pack at Seeds and Friends work on it, and loved how it looked. I did all gold metallic drills in the moon, and yeah, one of my first rainy day kits, as I wrote here. The render was, it was good. The drill quality, there were some issues, some big issues. Some issues with the glue. I had to seal it. I accidentally left it out in the rain. That was fun. It was fine. It was after I sealed it, so it survived. Then 2024, I decided that I wanted to work on one dragon kit a month in honor of the Year of the Dragon, and I kicked it off by working on Ember the Sky Dragon by Pixie Sticks, my friend Kate. This is one of my rainy day kits, and this cute little dragon to kick off my Year of the Dragon and, kind of diamond paint along for myself. It was so cute. It looks so good. I bought multiple of this kit, thinking I might do recharted colors and make like a rainbow dragon army. Next, love. This is Huntress by Rosie Scribbles and Diamond Art Club. I love me a strong female protagonist, and she was just gorgeous. So gorgeous. Debut kit from this artist at Diamond Art Club too. Okay, this is a kit that I had sent to licensing years before and just had basically resigned myself to, I don't think this one is going to get created, and then was so happy when it was they released it as part of, Diamond Art Club did a small Year of the Dragon release. This is called The First Dragon by Raven Phelan. These colors and this whole vibe are just everything. Like I said, I had sought out this artwork and sent it to Diamond Art Club and basically begged them to license it. And I'm so happy that it did, in fact, make the cut. So, love it. This is a fun one. Okay, so this is a custom that I had made of the artwork Wanted Dead or Alive, Part 2 Castiel. It's a custom from the artist Petite Madame, and I got the artist's permission to have this created as a custom from Jaded Gem Shop. Down here, you'll see this little signature. That's because I took this with me to the Supernatural Convention in Burbank 2024. I went with a dear friend, and I actually had Misha Collins sign this and got to tell him a little bit about diamond painting. That's the actor for this particular character. So that was a fun experience. And so this is special too. So this is when I decided to start working on this Disney 100 sticker book. I did a flip through of this recently, but there's 102 stickers in here that were done blind box style. I made my initial purchase of these stickers in fall 2023, and I ended up breaking into 3 batches to count as finishes, so 102 divided by 3, and I wrote down my start and end dates for those, and so this whole book counts as 3 finishes. I really hope they do another like mystery blind box style diamond painting collection, because that was a lot of fun. Then I worked on, for my February Year the Dragon kit, this is Dragon Princess by Diamond Dots and Renee Biertenfell. And this was really gorgeous and fun to work on. It's a partial. A lot of the background is just printed artwork on the canvas. I did have a couple issues with it, and I had contacted them. The price point I remember was really high for if you bought directly from the Diamond Dots website, but I got it cheaper from Amazon. And you can't find this in stores sometimes, but this was just a really gorgeous kit to work on in spite of its issues. This is kind of what I call like a, what's the word for it? Like a vintage Diamond Art Club kit. This is called The Deep Is Mine by JoJo's Arts, and is from like circa like 2019. I think I said it was likely manufactured early 2019. There's a lot of things that have changed about Diamond Art Club since then, and this is to say it's by JoJo's Arts. Little, 32 by 40 centimeters. This would be like twice as large at least if they created this again today. But I love the nostalgia of one of these kind of older Diamond Art Club kits. And there was even a size and rendering disclaimer printed on the bottom of it, which was really, really fun. But I liked the render, actually. Then I worked on a kit from a new to me company called Shimmering Canvases. I had gotten some pens from them, and then I saw they were releasing diamond paintings. This is Butterfly Mermaid by Allison. Ooh, it's 45 by 45 centimeters. I was pretty happy with how this looked, actually. I thought they did a nice job. There are a couple little things that like were lacking just a tiny bit of detail, but I thought they did a good job with it. So it says no special drills included in this one, but you can order some special drills from the shop if you wanted. Okay. I worked on another Chrysabug kit next. This is Medusa from Diamond Art Club, and this was kind of an impulse kit up, actually. I was not expecting to love this artwork so much with all of its dark colors, but I was obsessed. I thought it was so cool. I worked on this there was a Chrysabug along, and then halfway to Halloween 2024. There's an amazing purple fairy dust color in this one that I loved, and it was one of those I just kind of like opened when I got it in and was not planning to work on it, but she arrested me with her gaze, and there I was working on it. Now this is my this is my April. I think I misspoke about that Diamond Dots Dragon kit. That was a March kit. This one's my April Dragon kit. It's called What's in Here by Amy Brown. I believe this is discontinued. This is my first Amy Brown kit, and I love the original artwork. I love her dragons so much. It was a rainy day stash kit for me, and I was surprised. The background didn't feel too tedious to me, which I had been worried about with all those kind of blah colors, but no, it was really pretty. It's Okay to Be Different from Diamond Art Club was my next kit that I worked on. It's by the artist Rama Wright. This is a partial where the background is printed, and they released this as part of like Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month. And I, as someone that is autistic and has autistic kids, this meant a lot to me to see that represented as like the rainbow infinity symbol, as opposed to some other, popular symbols that tend to be not what the autistic community uses. So I felt very seen in a really nice way by this kit, and decided to get it and work on it in April for that month. So really loved that one a lot. It had amazing special drills. And then this is, I believe, the last kit. Yeah, this is the last kit in my logbook. We made it. This is Snapdragon Sprite, and was my May Dragon kit. This is from Distracted by Diamonds, Mid-Sea Sato Weave. I had written, I wasn't sure if this was the current manufacturer for all or their current kits, but that the overall finished look was really pretty. It was very soft. I have fond memories and attachments to snapdragons. That was my favorite flower as a kid. I remember kind of playing with them, and my mom was planting them, and we had them in our garden. I love supporting this shop. There was, I think, maybe a little bit of unnecessary confetti and some drills are wanting to fall off, I guess. So I might need to go back and like seal that one just to be safe. But that was just a happy, pretty kit to finish off my logbook with. So that is my 163rd finish and the last finish that goes in this logbook. So that is over 4 years. That's 4 years and 1 month and 11 days worth of diamond painting here in just one logbook. I did count out, I wrote out at one point how many of each company I had kits represented. I know there's a lot of abbreviations here, but almost not quite half of them were Diamond Art Club. There were a lot of other shops represented. I'm happy that I have tried out such a wide variety of shops in our community, and I'm hoping to continue to do so. If you want to peek, this is my new logbook. It's going to be a little while to decide on what I wanted to use for my next logbook, and I have already, of course, been tracking my diamond paintings so far since completing this last logbook, and I do try to show some of these when I do my month in review videos if you are interested. So that is it. That is my logbook flip through of my very first diamond painting logbook. I guess now is the time where if you're still here after that nice long sit and chat we've had, what do you think? What was your favorite? Do you have a logbook where you've tracked your diamond painting projects? Are there any specific things that you like to track in your logbook that maybe I didn't have in mine? I felt like mine was pretty informal in a lot of ways, or I kind of, especially when I started out, I just was tracking the basics, and now I'm kind of interested in my new logbook tracking, maybe some more information. But thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. Like I said, if you want to hear me talk more in depth about any of the kits you saw today, I do have a year in review videos and month in review videos that go all the way back to when I started diamond painting. At least the year in reviews do, I believe. So you can hear me talk a little bit more at length about these kits here if there's any you're interested in. But yeah. Please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I would absolutely love to have you here. Logbook flip throughs like this, this isn't something I've ever done before, but I'd certainly be open to checking in and doing flip throughs of my new logbook from time to time. If you are interested, you'll have to let me know what you think. But yeah, I hope you guys have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.